All right. We got an update on the Micaiah Bryant story. Um, Obviously, when the news first came out, we heard that a 16 or 15-year-old girl was shot by police 4 times in the chest after calling for help. Obviously, when you hear that type of headline, you immediately feel the need to be outraged.
Yep. And then now they're giving more details.
Yeah. And then more detail came out with the body cam footage, and we saw she had a knife. She was in the middle of a fight with someone else, and she allegedly, well, in the video, you see her attempting to possibly stab someone, a girl in pink.
Which I agree that the officer still could have used a different method to try and
Yeah,
de-escalate the situation.
but we have to admit it also was a very stressful, and it happened so fast.
It's the job. It's police officers' job to deal with stressful situations.
But they're still human. It's stress. Hey, people react to stress the way they do in the moment.
So their stress should kill somebody.
We didn't say it's supposed to. It just happens.
It just happens. Just a life that's lost.
But so now the video is out and people form new opinions about the situation. The main opinion being that, hey, she had a knife. The officer was helping protect the other alleged, what we think is a kid, the other 15-year-old kid. And people were asking the question, what do you think her mother or father feel about the officer possibly saving their kid's life?
Well, hell, her mother or father might be in their damn 50s and 60s.
Yeah, because now information came out. The two people or females that were allegedly trying to attack her were adults.
Yeah,
These
they're
were
adults.
at least one of them. Definitely, we're not sure if the girl in pink was an adult. Allegedly, the women that were attacking her or antagonizing her were adults. Now, here's a video of Micaiah Bryant's sister speaking on the situation, and you could tell she
Just
obviously
pissed off.
very pissed off with the narrative being put out there. I'm just gonna play the clip here so that you can see what she has to say.
I just lost my motherfucking sister, y'all, on this bitch playing around, and all she had a knife, nigga, because she was trying to protect herself, nigga. From a grown-ass motherfucking woman, bitch. Is you dumb? My bitch is on this bitch playing, and my baby gone, bitch. What you mean? How? The fuck? She at this bitch house. She's at her foster lady's house, bitch. It's her, Janiyah, and Beautiful. The foster lady got the next grown-ass bitch that used to be her foster kid at the house. This bitch 30 years, 29 years old. Telling my sisters what to do, calling them bitches, bald-headed bitches, all this shit. Starting shit with them. My youngest sister called the police. She like, can y'all get over here, please? These girls is trying to fight us. We don't want to call my dad over here to get shit egged on. We don't want to get put the fuck up out of here. You feel me? Can y'all come over here, please? Boom. Nobody never comes. Nobody never comes. So they call my dad. My dad got to come out that bitch to come and pick my sister up. Mind y'all been fucking with my sister since the day before yesterday. Calling her all type of names, doing all that shit, man. My baby so motherfucking lovable, man. I'm telling y'all, nigga, she want her to fly. Nigga, she want her to fly, nigga. This my lovable sister ever, nigga. She want her to fly, nigga. She don't be on none of that shit. To know her, man. To know her, you would know. To know her, you would know. Y'all on this bitch playing like some shit cool when bitches at your motherfucking house. My baby's 16 years old. This bitch 28, 29 years old. You bringing other bitches over there trying to fight her. She didn't call the police. Y'all the same motherfuckers that's supposed to protect. What the fuck did y'all protect?
As you can see, she's very emotional in the situation, understandably. But she revealed more information. Those were grown women. At least one was.
So we also have to. This is her sister that's speaking.
Yes.
We don't know how old she is, correct?
We don't.
We know the father is. They're saying the father is 43 years old.
Yeah.
Has the mother spoke out?
The mother she spoke out. She has interviews and stuff.
So why are the two girls in? Because it's Micaiah and her younger sister living with a foster parent, right? Or
Well,
is
they
Micaiah?
were at her house. I don't know if they staying with her. I don't know.
So it's not that she's in foster care. She's just at a foster lady's house.
I don't know. We gonna get more into that
Okay.
in the next part of this. So as you can see here, this is another one of her family members. I assume. I'm not sure, but they have the same last name. I don't know if this may be her again. Let me see.
Her last name is Mercedes.
Yeah, Seeds. This is the same girl, or this is Dawn, and this is Seeds, or maybe that's their nickname on Facebook. Nobody put their real name no more. But she said, more. Anybody who knows me in any capacity knows I've done my fair share of pulling up and being pulled up on. But trying to process grown-ass women pulling up on a child and that baby dying while trying to protect herself and what fucks me up more than anything in this situation. Her having a knife isn't an issue because we all know if you pull up on someone's house, you have to be prepared to do for whatever comes with that. I'm not sure what else she was supposed to come outside with. And in this climate, if you pull up to my residence, you're leaving in a bag. So saying the police saved that woman as if she wasn't the aggressor or the adult in the situation is ridiculous. If you think any different, you either weren't outside, you were the one getting your ass beat, or you've never been in a fight in your life to even try and put yourself in that situation. And the one time I did fight grown as women as a teenager, my dad was most definitely outside with me too, because there's absolutely no justifying grown women wanting to fight a child. If she was mine, the police would have had 48 hours to get those bitches in the cell. I'd get it back in blood myself. And if it's true that the foster mom was involved, she needs handled too. We are in a complete different time, and clearly fights don't start and end the same anymore. Hug your babies tighter, talk to them more, and be careful about who you surround yourself with and what adults they are around when you aren't. I know these circumstances are different and beyond messed up, but the women who started this with this baby should not be sleeping peacefully right now. I'm not even active on social media, but I'm most definitely removing anyone who thinks she deserved what happened to her. Feel free to do the same if you feel the way about anything he said. I've said I'm sorry. Okay, now we gotta ask the question. We saw in the video, I can go to the video right now. Hold on. We saw in the video right here.
911, where is your...
So in this video, I don't have to watch it again. We've already seen it. Cop gets out of the car. Right here. Did she know the cops was there? She know the cops was called. I'm pretty sure people outside say, hey, the cops out here, da-da-da. So she came outside with a knife while the cops was outside. That's the part that's tough.
We don't know if she knew they was out there or not. And
That's what I'm saying.
and the camera is so kind of blurry right there. You can't tell if her back is turned away or if it's
No, she's facing her.
okay, she's facing her.
This is her right here. So this woman right here.
It's clearly the adult.
Well, I don't know because she's saying this girl right here might be an adult too.
Well, the Don Mercedes said a grown ass women.
Yeah, so
She didn't, it wasn't singular.
the two women are this girl here in the pink and the woman she pushed down right here. These are alleged adults in the situation. So does that change?
It definitely changes.
It definitely changed my viewpoint of it. These were adults messing with a teenage girl.
It definitely changes the opinion on it.
Now it goes deeper. I want to show this message right here now. This is LaShonda Tinsley. Hopefully she don't mind me using this. FYI, I went to the memorial yesterday and spoke with Micaiah Bryant family and friends. Those girls, one was a 20-year-old adult, had come to Micaiah Bryant's foster home 3 days in a row trying to fight her. The foster mom and the one who had the girls come fight. Wait, The foster mom is the one who had the girls come fight. Micaiah, okay, I gotta stop for a second. How many they spell her name?
3 different ways.
3 different ways. Now they spell it
Micaiah.
Mikiya. Then you got Makhiya. Then you got M.
A.
Okay,
K-Y-A.
so I don't know. I'm sorry, I had to bring that up. The foster mom is the one who had the girls come fight Micaiah, claiming she was unruly. Everyone in the entire house was against Micaiah, and when her father came, she finally felt safe enough to come out and fight. Now hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, we got to talk about this.
Why is your daughter with you?
Why is your father in a foster home instead of with you?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna talk on earlier. Why is she in a foster home if she got a mother and a father? What's going on?
Cause we saw her mother.
Yeah, and she clearly has an older sister that's speaking for her. How old is her sister? Are you in a financially able to take your sisters out of a foster home? Because I'm confused. She said her youngest sister called the police. So is it 2? They have 2 kids living there? Her and her little sister?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me look up the mother. I got to look up the mother for a second. Because this is getting... The situation seems to get messier and messier as you go. Trying to find a picture of her mother here. Hold on. That's her aunt.
Well, you typed in...
That's her mother right here.
Okay, that's her mother.
Hold on. Okay, so this is her mother.
Yeah.
This is her mother. She was on, because she got an interview. This is her. Her father, we know he's around. So why is she in a foster home?
Yeah. Why is she in a foster home?
Okay, I don't know. Okay, so she also accused the foster mother of calling the other women to come fight her because she's unruly.
Then why not just have her leave or not care for her if you felt like you weren't able to
but you
take
gotta
care of her?
Yeah. You also gotta admit that does exist. We know for a fact the foster system is nasty.
Fucked up. They literally get these kids just to
Get
have
checks.
money.
They adopt these kids or foster these kids to get checks, and they treat the kids like trash. So I'm not at all saying that. I'm saying it did happen. I'm saying she definitely probably called other foster kids that she was guardian over to come beat up somebody now that she's fostering. So yeah, she said, imagine a 15-year-old thinking process of having to fight a 28-year-old and others, and her own foster mother calling to have her beat up. Micaiah's little sister is the one who made the 911 call.
So like I said, it was 2. It was Micaiah and her little sister
Staying with the foster mother?
staying with a foster
While
mother.
her mother and father are still around.
Yeah.
I'm sure Micaiah was extremely scared, but felt she had to be brave and protect herself by any means necessary. Now, I wonder, before we get off this, is the mother and father just at a bad spot? Maybe they're homeless? Drug addiction, maybe?
Drug addiction. I hate to say it, 'cause black people, might be offended, but drug addiction, or is it because of the COVID-19? People be getting laid off because of all the stuff going on, or y'all got some explaining to do as parents, because honestly, it's looking bad for you right now.
The parents look kind of crazy.
We can say this is your fault.
Parents look kind of crazy, but like I said, we don't know if they're going through some bad times right now. And well, she's in foster.
Or the aunt. The aunt spoke out. Why couldn't the aunt take them in?
Yeah, I'm confused. Or maybe hold on. Is the foster lady family as well? Or
they haven't said that.
Is she some strange woman?
It sounded like she's some strange woman, to be honest with you.
This information hasn't come out in the media just yet. But if the investigation is done properly and there's transparency, you will hear all about it. Had the cops tased her or simply attempted to stop her from stabbing the girl, he could have found that out. And that's why he, along with the foster mother and all of those involved, are at fault. That's all I have to say about that.
And let me just say this. People are entitled to have their opinions in the comments. It's appreciated. We thank you for, interacting, commenting, but, calling people uneducated and not meeting them in real life.
Stop trying to be politically correct. You got to know if they're calling you uneducated.
You might not do that in real life if you met people in real life. I'm just going to keep it like that.
That other video we did, we were trying to give all opinions. We were trying to give a full dialogue on the whole situation, and people are just listening at 3 minutes of the video,
and
and trying to come to a conclusion of what we meant. If you listen to the end of the video, you probably have a totally different opinion than what we said at the beginning, because we talked about the entire scenario. But it's okay. Thank you for the views, likes and dislikes in the comments. Please continue. We would definitely appreciate that. But yeah, this definitely should change some of y'all opinion, I would imagine.
And for those who opinions don't change, there's something wrong with you to think that two grown women should be looked at, these poor victims coming over trying to attack this young lady. I'm not gonna say young lady. This teenager.
She was 15, 16, 15 years
When it comes to black people, y'all like to age them. They 15-year-olds and you treat them like they 30.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely with black teenagers. Now I got another story. Yeah, we definitely got a lot more information this time. Because the family is deciding to.
We had to educate ourselves.
Yeah, we had to educate ourselves on scenarios. But as you see here, this is on College Kid. If y'all remember that, I guess you would call it a blog or news place. It was like an urban. Anyway, y'all know what it is. But anyway, Ma'Khia Bryant's foster mom says the altercation amongst Ma'Khia and her former foster children began over household chores. Watch the video on Richard Audrey. I didn't watch the video yet. I'm not going to go watch the video right now. Ma'Khia Bryant and two other young women argued over a messy house and an unmade bed before the fight that ended with the fatal police shooting of the black teenager. The woman who cared for Ma'Khia in foster care said Thursday, Angela Moore said two of her former foster children had came to her Columbus, Ohio home Tuesday to celebrate her birthday when the young women and Ma'Khia bickered over housekeeping. I was over keeping the house clean. It was over keeping the house clean, Moore said. The older one told them to clean up the house because mom doesn't like the dirty house dirty. Moore recalled being told after she arrived.
Nigga, do you want me to read?
Bro, I'm getting my eyes twisting up. Go ahead.
Where you at?
Right here. My eyes is twisting up. Moore.
I'm just gonna start. It was over keeping the house clean, Moore said. The older one told them to clean up the house because mom doesn't like the house dirty. Moore recalled being told after she arrived home from work. So that's how it all started. You're not the guardian of me, Bryant replied, according to the story Moore said. She said was told. They argued all the time, Moore recalled, but I never thought it would escalate like that. Moore said that she received a frantic call from one of the former foster children who is seen in the police body cam footage wearing pink and what's that?
And recoiling
as Ma'Khia lunges at
her with a shimmering knife. Shimmering, that's very poetic, said like that.
Mom, get home. Where are you? They're going crazy, Moore said. The young woman told her.
She said they shot Ma'Khia.
She said that they shot Ma'Khia, and I said, huh?
It was crazy. So now she's saying she didn't tell them to fight or come over. They just started fighting because the house is dirty.
I think they got there
on her birthday.
I think they got there and she was like, and they was like, Mom, you know, their foster mom, they were close. They probably call her mom.
Why this house dirty? Yeah,
Why this house dirty? She's like, yeah, these lazy ass kids, they don't do nothing. And then that's probably how it all started. They were like, yo, need to clean up this house. You know, when we was here, she ran a tight house and it wasn't like this. And that's how it all started. So
I'm gonna look at the foster mom right quick. Hold on. Let's try to find the foster mom. Okay. Hold on. Ma'Khia Bryant argued about housekeeping for a fatal police shooting, foster parent says. Angela Moore said the two of the former house children continue. All right. Columbus, Ohio. Tuesday celebrated with over housekeeping and clean. Who you already read all this. Mom, get home. Come on, said beautiful baby has taken. Well, yeah, okay. Ma'Khia's mother says beautiful baby has been taken from me.
So no images of the foster mom.
She was fun. No, this is the foster mom. All this right here. All this stuff is outside Moore's home in Legion Lane. Votive candles stretched onto the sidewalk Thursday. Balloons and flowers. Okay, she was fun. Moore said of her young charge. She likes to dance. She likes to do chores around. Wait, what?
Wait, she said she
Hold
likes
on.
to do chores around the house, but that's the whole reason why this thing started, because your former
Why didn't you
foster
defend her
kids-
then? Why you defend her from the older?
So they came there on a bad day when the house was
Now hold
clean.
on. The other woman said they have been there 3 days straight trying to fight her. She did. The foster mother didn't bring that up. But how is this possible?
She said she did chores around the house.
But she said she liked to dance. She did chores around the house. But then your other foster kids come over and they get in an argument about not cleaning up. That don't make sense. Did Micaiah accuse them of not cleaning? Or did they accuse Micaiah of not cleaning? Maybe we're misinterpreting that.
Something wrong.
This ain't making no sense. Micaiah's cousin remembered her as a good student, a good person, whose life is unnecessarily cut short by disproportionate unjustified use of force. Okay, so the mother and father are alive. She has a foster mother, a little sister, I think an older sister. But she's staying with a foster
Hold on,
mother.
go back down. She was a foster. It says Micaiah enrolled at an Independence High School in February. Franklin County Children's Services says she was a foster child in this
the
county's
county care.
So that means the county
so the
was
kid,
over her.
Okay, I get it. So she was taken from the mother, probably young.
She was taken from her.
Probably like when she was like 11, 10 years
So
old.
yeah, I'm putting it back on.
Okay, officer who fired fatal shots identified. City of police officials almost immediately released video footage of the controversial shooting at a time when police use of force is under national scrutiny. In February, former Columbus police officer Adam Coy was indicted on charges related to the fatal shooting of Andre Hill, a 47-year-old black man.
I can tell you why they immediately released that body cam footage, because they thought they were going to be immediately vindicated in what he did. That's why they released that body cam footage of Micaiah Bryant.
Bottom line, did Micaiah Bryant need that yesterday? He had it. How did we get here? This is a failure on the part of our community. Some are guilty, but all of us are responsible. Police identified the officer who fired the shots as Nicholas Reardon, who was hiding in December 2019. The officer is off street duty pending investigation. Police attempt to provide a team. Bureau of Criminal Investigation looking into the shooting. Head of police union offered condolences. Yeah, we know. Okay, so. Okay, the story now is, this is the story. Micaiah Bryant was at her foster mother's house with her little sister for 3 days straight. A 28-year-old woman and another woman or girl who's younger than her kept attempting to come to the house and start drama. But the foster mother says the drama was created, and it was corroborated by another woman saying that the tension was created over house cleanings. They got into an argument. It led to it constantly escalated. They were outside. The police get called by Micaiah's younger sister, not the foster mother.
But the foster mama wasn't home.
I'm saying the foster mother wasn't there. So Micaiah and her little sister there were alone by themselves. They come over. Allegedly, they're arguing about cleaning when the foster mother isn't there. But the foster mother says that Micaiah likes to clean. Okay. So the cops are called. Micaiah's father, I guess after the cops are called, arrives on the scene. Once he arrives on the scene, Micaiah comes outside, attacks one of the women, pushes her to the ground, then rushes towards the girl in the pink. Cop fires 4 shots after telling her to get down. They administer to try and help her, and that's it.
And all adults in this situation are to blame for this.
Now,
every single adult in her life, the foster mom, the mother, the dad, and those 2 girls that tried to fight, women that tried to fight her, are all to blame for this happening to this young lady, in my opinion.
I'm sorry, I said it again because they couldn't hear you because I did this. You saying who to blame?
The mom is to blame, the foster mom is to blame, the father is to blame, and those 2 women that tried bothering her, they're all to blame. All the adults in the situation, to me.
Well, this right here is the girl in the pink. This is what she had to say after the shooting happened. This is the word she had to say.
Not girl, woman.
We don't know how old she is. We know one was 28 years old. They didn't give us the age of the other one. We
That
don't know
lady
which,
said that she said women.
so I don't know which one is what age. So the girl in pink said she came at me with a knife.
Listen to her voice. Her voice sounds like a grown woman.
She came out at you with a knife earlier?
No, she just, that's what the police did.
That lady on the floor?
She came after me.
With a knife?
Yeah, so he got her.
So
he got her.
Now, if we look, I mean, we can just do some, look at the scene, what's going on. The car is not parked in the yard.
Nope, it's parked up like they about to pull up and fight. That's the way it looked.
If you look at the car, it's parked like somebody just
jumped out the car.
Somebody pulled up in the yard and they just jumped out. This is not parked in the yard. They didn't pull all the way in. They didn't park on the side of the road.
Well, is that the father's car?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Okay. That might be the father's car.
But
if this Negro got a car, he should have his daughter.
That's what I'm saying. This whole situation, once again, we'll wait for the investigation and we'll wait for them to interview all these people to get 100% of all the information. But so far, it looks crazy. She was failed by a lot of people.
She was failed by adults in her life. She was failed.
The foster mother, I can't say she's blamed for anything, but they're saying that she called the girls over there.
Well, she knew what was going on. Clearly, she knew that there was some type of bickering between the two because she said they had been bickering.
But if she had been there for 3 days straight coming at her, the foster mother had to have known.
She had to have known.
Oh, boy.
This is us at our finest.
I don't know, man. I don't know what you do with this. Because how much of this, once again, the thing now is how much of this is on the police officer.
It's still on the police officer. Because this is people going to say, well, he didn't know that it was grown women. Well, hell.
Yeah.
You knew that the one that I'm pretty sure the little girl probably said they trying to beat up my sister.
Yeah.
Where is why hasn't anybody released the recording of the little girl calling a police officer yet? Didn't it have been released?
I think that's going to be released. We'll wait.
Okay.
Like I said, we'll wait. So now we're going to give some credence to the argument that the officer had no choice. We're going to go through both arguments right quick. We're going to go through the argument that the officer had no choice. She was going to kill that woman or girl. The officer, if you don't shoot her, she kills somebody else. We're gonna let that be the actual thing that happened. Because there was a story in Cincinnati a couple of days ago of a 13-year-old girl accused of killing another 13-year-old girl by stabbing her. Now, in this story, this is one of those stories where should one 13-year-old girl have been shot to save the other little girl? During a verbal dispute, the teen pulled out a pocket knife and cut the victim on the right side of her neck, causing her death. Court documents state, on Tuesday, detectives charged Pate with murder. The suspect attacked the victim. Both attended the same school. We are devastated by this tragedy. Cincinnati Public Schools, it said in the statement, our mental health support team are actively supporting our school community at this time. We also have additional crisis team in place to support our students and staff if needed. So this was at a...
But the police officer didn't show up on the scene when this is happening, right?
My point is, this is a situation where you let things play out and somebody gets stabbed. I'm sure there was teachers. I'm pretty sure there's somebody on the scene that said stop, and a stabbing happened. So this is the case that somebody could have died. She could have killed someone. If the possibility of her stabbing the girl in the pink and killing her, is that worth her dying?
In this case, yes, if she was an adult.
If she wasn't an adult.
If she was a grown woman.
Coming there to start drama?
Then
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay.
And so what do you feel?
I'm about to say, if that was an adult, she deserved to smoke. If that wasn't a grown-ass woman coming to the house of a foster mother to attack a 15, 16-year-old girl, hey, you're a grown woman. Why are you even here? Now, if there was a girl...
That's the foster's mom's job to
discipline her.
Not your job.
But the foster mother said she likes cleaning. So it could have been over that. But then we're going to go to this, which is my belief, which is most people's belief, that this is just another case of police officers not being trained properly to deal with situations that are volatile. They do not know how to de-escalate situations. I don't care how much y'all say it's a fast. They don't know how to de-escalate at all.
They supposedly they so scared of everything.
I can make an argument that those three police cars on the scene were slow to get to the scene. They sat in the car. I guess they were talking to dispatch or whatever. They sat in the car too long. If the girl was in the house and they're outside the house, you need to get on the scene as quick as possible and separate everybody.
Well, the sister even said that her younger sister called and it took forever for the police officer to get there. It took so long that the father got there before the police officer did.
I'm just saying. So, as right now, to me, I still think the officer on the scene, the officers, not just that one, didn't react to the scene quick enough. And I believe maybe when she pushed the girl to the ground, obviously
he could have charged over there.
But I think the reason why he pulled his gun immediately because he saw the knife. He didn't think, let me get behind her and put her in a what they call it, not a chokehold.
Just grab her by her
arms
and then put her arms back.
So she can't.
Because he ain't strong enough. He a little weak
but
little
then,
cop.
Maybe he's scared she would have stabbed him in the kidney or something like that. I'm just saying, you got to speak from both sides. If she pull her arms back like this, she still has a gun.
She has her gun like that, so he's gonna
come in
like that, and the knife is gonna be sticking up.
I don't know. I can't say 100%.
Dude, he was this small ass cop. He saw this big black girl. He knew the math wasn't working out.
But okay, but yeah. So, and the reason why I believe police officers have this mentality of kill or be killed is because there's a man named Dave Grossman, and his police seminar has been re-leaked because it was already known. But his videos of his seminar will have been released again, and it has proven that these officers are being trained to kill. They're being trained.
It's obvious they're trained to kill.
They're being trained to be able to deal with the psychological impact of killing someone or shooting someone or beating someone. I'm gonna show y'all a few clips of this dude. Some of the things he teaches officers. They just say with this one video right here because that was the one of him saying some real crazy stuff.
If you can't make that decision, you need to find another job. Once you
keep in mind, he's a former Army Ranger, so he's talking like a military person. He's not talking like a civilian police officer. He's not talking about helping civilians. He's talking about helping, people in foreign countries that are dealing with terrorist organizations, and he's not really talking about a police officer dealing with a civilian in America.
That dude is batshit crazy.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, he had a whole bunch of these clips of him talking about this stuff. His seminar went viral.
And this is in Ohio, right?
No, he goes around the country.
That particular seminar he had was in Ohio.
No, these are just random.
Okay.
I picked up a book entitled "Old Combat" by Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman. The book now is full of highlighted pages, some of which are falling off. It's a must read for anyone who carries a gun for living or is a responsible armed citizen. It is an honor getting to meet Lieutenant Colonel Grossman today.
Last name suits him.
As you see here, this dude right here is that person that said that right there is a sheriff deputy in Alabama.
A lot of niggas in Alabama.
So, just so you understand what his beliefs are, that's the type of stuff he read. All right, now let's get into these police officers
and how they encounter white people
and how they encounter other people.
No, how they encounter white people.
Carrying knives. Because allegedly the reason why they shot her was because she had a knife.
Who are you? Who the fuck do you think you are? You're gonna die! Step back! You put that down now!
Swung a knife at him.
He don't even have his gun out. He's mentally ill.
And the other officer don't either.
The other officer has a stick in his hand.
So the argument against this is, well, there was no other person involved who was in danger, right?
But they're in danger.
They saying that they don't want to protect civilian lives. It's about protecting civilians. You know,
Right.
he didn't, he was not an immediate danger, they say. So let's look at this one.
Now, the thing of it is, you're still not in trouble, but obviously I can't trust you not to run anywhere. All right? So, come on. Come on. I'm going to put you in handcuffs for now. Okay?
He got stabbed in the neck with a knife.
And he was stupid. He has his hand behind his back.
Hey! You shot me. He's got a knife.
Still ain't shot.
Still ain't shot.
Stop! Stop! Stop it!
Let's say this. It is harder to shoot while running. So we'll say he's trying to get his aim correct.
About how many black men have been shot in the back while they're running?
Stop right now! I got him a good point. Stop right now! Stop! Nick!
He's now pulled out a taser. He got rid of the gun and pulled out a taser. Now, couldn't the police officer done that with Ma'Khia Bryant? Pulled out his taser, and she would have immediately dropped to the ground.
When they said that adrenaline stops that. They said when a person has a lot of adrenaline in the middle of a fight and you tase them, it doesn't always work. We have seen it. I'm gonna say that we have seen examples of a taser hitting somebody.
With women?
I don't know about with women.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think it. Yeah, I don't know.
Stop!
So and he's out of breath. See, that's the problem with y'all cops. You don't work out. You don't exercise. You don't build your body up like you're supposed to be doing. You're lazy. You don't want to work to catch that criminal. You want to just put hot lead in their ass.
Here's another example of a guy with a knife being able to survive the ordeal.
Another Caucasian male.
Get down!
Look at him.
He's stabbing the cop.
Get down!
And he got a taser.
Not a gun.
A taser. Now keep in mind, this is a perfect video. I might even edit the rest of the stuff out and just keep this in. The other videos, I mean. Now, this guy has a knife. He's charging the officer. He has adrenaline. Right?
Yep.
He's gonna get hit with a taser.
Get down!
He gets hit with a taser.
Get down!
Goes down. He's completely stiff. Wow.
But that black body wasn't worth saving. That's why they didn't do that.
Right, hold up! One go. Nice note.
I think this is in the UK.
Listen. All right. Calm down. Dog's fine. Dog is absolutely...
Irish or Scottish. So yeah. So that's how they handled it over there. They tased him when he had a knife.
Yeah. Not in America. If you black in America, that don't happen to you.
Oh man. Now
we
saw
got another case.
Now we want to talk about this final case. This will be the last thing we talk about right here. Man shot 10 times by Virginia deputy who gave him a ride home. This story is almost as crazy as the Ma'Khia Bryant story, by the way.
Yeah,
if y'all
he gave
made it
him
this
a ride
long,
home, all right.
Yeah, if y'all made it this long in the video, this story is a doozy. So, a Virginia sheriff deputy shot a black man 10 times this week in a bizarre turn of events. The 32-year-old Isaiah Brown is now in an intensive care unit after being wounded in the face, neck, chest, and pelvic area. His family is also confused as to how this even happened. The incident took place outside Brown's family's home in Spotsylvania County, Virginia. On early Wednesday morning, a deputy had given Brown a ride home after his car broke down at a gas station around 2:30. All right. Y'all gonna realize why that little part is important when I show you Isaiah Brown. Why he got at a gas station. Now there's a whole stereotype with a certain people at a gas station, but we'll get to that. Isaiah brother, Tazan Brown, told the news station that the deputy explained the situation, saying that Isaiah asked for a ride and added, "Your brother's fine. He's not in trouble." Okay. However, The deputy returned to the home after someone dialed 911. The sheriff department reported a call as a domestic disturbance. Tamzon believes that Isaiah was hoping to catch a ride back to his car to avoid it getting towed. Isaiah began walking away from the house and encountered the deputy. Now, you see how confusing this is? So he got, okay.
So the deputy dropped him off and he was getting ready to go walk back.
And he got stopped by the deputy again. However, the deputy, I'm going to read that again. We're going to read that one more time. A deputy had given Brown a ride home after his car broke down at a gas station around 2:30 a.m. Isaiah's brother, Tamzon Brown, told the news station that the deputy explained the situation, saying that Isaiah asked for a ride and added, "Your brother's fine. He's not in trouble." So I guess he talked to him over the phone, the cop. He said, however, the deputy returned to the home after someone dialed 911. So he was at home and somebody at the home dialed 911. The sheriff's department reported the call as a domestic disturbance. Tamzon believed that Isaiah was hoping to catch a ride back to his car to avoid it getting towed. Isaiah began walking away from the house and encountered the deputy. I'm still trying to figure out where he felt the threat at, to feel the need to shoot. Brown's sister, Yolanda Brown, told WRC Brown wasn't carrying a weapon and the police haven't told his family why the deputy shot him. The officer just stated shooting at him for no reason. They started shooting him for no reason. I didn't hear a warning shot. All I heard was hands up one time. And all he had was his phone. So I know he put his hands up. Tamzon said, how do you even say his name? Tasman. I'm sorry, I said Tasman. Tasman. I'm sorry. Tasman said the incident was taped on the deputy's body camera, which won't be released since the Virginia State Police have opened investigations into the matter. The state police have shared a statement on Wednesday. The sheriff deputy attempted to verbally engage Brown, and it was during this encounter the deputy discharged his service weapon.
It still doesn't make sense why he shot him.
Okay, but we
know. In this article, it's not telling you what.
But we got the video. This is the video of the situation between Brown and the deputy officer. I'm sorry. We're going to go to 3. Now listen to this right here.
Sheriff's deputy. Dozens of protesters rallied tonight in Spotsylvania County. The deputy shot this man just minutes after helping him out with a ride home. And then within the last few hours, authorities released the body cam video showing those moments Isaiah Brown was shot. News 4's Shamari Stone breaks down that new video for us, and he has what family members are saying tonight.
Newly released body camera video shows a Spotsylvania County Sheriff's deputy's encounter with 32-year-old Isaiah Brown. You can hear the deputy shout orders at Brown.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Want a gunpoint? Show me your hands now! Show me your hands! Drop the gun!
Why does his scream the scream is so exaggerated for some reason to me?
Because it's fake. Drop the gun.
The scream seems exaggerated. I don't know why.
And you can't see Isaiah Brown on the camera either.
Yeah, he clearly had his chest down.
So you couldn't see him.
But yeah.
Drop the gun now! Stop walking towards me! Stop walking towards me! Stop!
He's saying stop walking towards me.
But we don't see nobody walking towards you, unfortunately, sir.
We can't see.
Stop!
Brown was unarmed.
That was only 7 shots.
They said 10.
Hold on, let me count that again.
You gotta go.
He's got a gun to his head. Drop the gun now! Stop walking towards me! Stop walking towards me! Stop! Stop!
That was 7 shots. So how you get 10 gunshots in him?
There was 7 shots.
That was 7. Maybe I don't know. That was 7 shots.
Brown was unarmed. He had a phone in his hand. The deputy then began CPR. Brown survived with serious injuries.
Now, anybody who knows what's going on, you see this picture.
That boy sweeter than Southern tea.
Now, officer gave him a ride home from a gas station at 2:30 in the morning.
There was a transaction that happened between the officer and him, allegedly.
Allegedly. There's a lot of things in the story that just don't make sense. We're going to leave it at that.
injuries. His family says he had 10 gunshot wounds.
10. We only heard 7 shots.
We only heard 7 shots, but he has 10 gunshot wounds.
But the Most High let his wicked ass survive.
Yep.
Earlier today, the family of Isaiah Brown left the special prosecutor's office
Lord, and he would have white
after
woman.
watching the body cam video. They didn't comment about it. So what led up to the shooting? Well, this all started when the deputy gave Isaiah Brown a ride home after Brown's car broke down at a gas station 2:30 early Wednesday morning. The deputy drove away from Brown's house after he dropped him off. Just moments later, Brown called 911, reporting a dispute with his brother. And it appears you can hear him ask his brother for a gun on the call.
All right, give me the gun. No.
Brown
Now you see that?
then goes on to tell the 911 dispatcher that he is going to kill his brother.
I'm about to kill my brother.
Don't kill your brother.
All right.
Why would you say something like that?
Come on, Taz. Somebody need to come here real quick.
Isaiah Brown.
But that's not the call that he allegedly on the same. He was on the phone call while the officer was there as well. So what was that call?
Then tells the 911 operator that he doesn't have a gun on him. The same deputy responded to the 911 call and returned, shooting Brown as he stood in the road while talking on the phone with the 911 dispatcher.
So
Are y'all going to release that?
No, that's the same call apparently.
Oh.
So the officer was not in contact with the dispatch. The dispatch had to tell him, okay, he don't have a gun. He said he doesn't have a gun. So how did he automatically assume he had a gun still?
His family spoke first to News 4 on Thursday, asking why the deputy opened fire.
I'm just still trying to figure out where he felt the threat at to feel the need to shoot.
The sheriff's office released the 911 call and the body-worn camera video.
At my request, the Virginia State Police Bureau of Criminal Investigations was contacted to ensure an impartial and transparent investigation.
The deputy has been placed on administrative leave, and that's standard procedure. In Spotsylvania,
This situation is another weird one. Another weird one. I don't even know where you go with this one. I don't know. So he was on the phone. He was talking crazy, saying, I'm about to shoot him. He didn't have a gun, clearly. But the cop shot him. I don't know. Because he thought he had a gun, even though he had no evidence he had a gun, and he only had a phone on him.
Why would the officer give him a ride home and then he gonna walk back to get a car to keep it from getting towed? What was wrong with the car then?
He said he ran out of gas or something. No. Let's go back to the article. Because I'm beyond, I forgot what they said. They said here, the incident took place at outside Brown's family home. A deputy had given Brown a ride home because his car broke down at a gas station. So he didn't run out of gas. His car
Isaiah beginning walking away from the house. Okay, no,
no, hold on. It said his car broke down at a gas station. So how the hell he gonna try to go get his car so it won't get towed? It can't go nowhere. It's broke down.
Believes that Isaiah was hoping to catch a ride back to his car to avoid it from getting towed.
But it's broke down.
So what he gonna do to avoid his car from getting towed?
It's a fishy story. It's a fishy story. We'll see if more come out on this too.
An officer gave him a ride home because his car was broke down, but then he's heading back to his car to
stop him from getting towed.
What he gonna do?
I don't know.
Because he could call. He could call somebody from where he at and let him know where his car is at.
I guess he lived with his brother. Because of the domestic dispute they were talking about, it was with his brother.
Or did he just tell his brother what he did with that officer? His brother was calling him all kind of wicked shit.
Probably. They ain't gonna,
Allegedly.
They ain't gonna say that, obviously, because he's dead now.
Did he come back to the house telling his brother the wicked shit he had done with that officer? His brother was going in on his ass.
I don't know. But
allegedly,
information will come out, just like the Makai Bryant thing. So, yeah. This was a long one. We're not gonna make this an episode. We just gonna talk. We talked a lot. If you made it through this one, you can click through, possibly click through and actually understand what we're saying. Don't assume based off the first 3 minutes. But anyway, man, you got any more you want to bring up on this? Any of these topics?
No, this is you know, every police shooting is just now it's getting weirder and weirder. It's not adding up. It's not making sense.
None are even cut and dry no more on either side. It's just like, what? But anyway.
Because I'm sorry. When they bring up the phone call from the dispatch, it makes it seem like, oh, the officer was in the right because he said he's about to shoot his brother. But also at the end, he said he don't have a gun.
I don't know. But that's those stories. Ma'Khia Bryant, her sister speaking out, and we gave proof that officers can tase when somebody has a knife, and that we got this weird story now.
And that
in Virginia.
some lives are worth saving.
Yeah.
White lives. To be particular.
White lives matter, I guess.
White lives matter.
But anyway, man.
You know they population declining, so.
But anyways, man, all praise to the Most High and peace.